So in 2010, Anna and I put our two young kids, Jack and Jemima, on a plane. They were 4 and 1 at the time, and we took them to Tanzania and we moved there. And we had this dream of providing a family for kids who didn't have one. So the next 3.5 years of this was this crazy roller coaster ride full of all the ups and downs of African life. And eventually we were able to welcome these 3 beautiful children, Shay, Charlie and Jabari, into our family.
And so by the end of 2013, we had finalised their adoptions and moved back to Australia. But we couldn't just walk away, and there were so many more children who needed a family, and we couldn't adopt anymore. We weren't allowed. But we just couldn't stop thinking about all of the children who still needed a family and all of the other parts of their families who were affected. So we really started to think about what we could do to stop this before it started to happen. What could we do to prevent children from being abandoned in the first place?
This is how Forever Projects began. We started partnering with the baby home that our kids are from, and we exist to give hope to Tanzanian families through nutrition, empowerment and independence. Forever Project staff work really closely with 50 families at a time. It starts with addressing nutrition for the at-risk baby, and then staff go alongside the caregiver and train them in things like basic first aid, hygiene, malaria prevention and other disease prevention, business skills. And the key is when we try and get alongside the family and identify what kind of business they could set up in their community that would really work and provide an ongoing source of income that would allow them to provide for their family's needs into the future. At the end of the 12-month program, the goal is for the family to be independent and providing for their family using their ongoing source of income from the business that we've helped them set up.
In the past 18 months, Forever Projects has been able to support over 90 babies and their caregivers and 180 of their siblings. So that's 90 children who didn't have to be abandoned and could stay in their families, and over 360 lives that were changed altogether.
Shakuru came to Forever Projects in desperate need. She was so sick that she was unable to breastfeed her baby Joseph or even work to provide for her other 3 children. She was totally powerless to help them. But that's where Forever Projects comes in. We provide for their immediate need, which is nutrition. We do that through formula milk and training for how to prepare it properly. But the real game changer is through the gift of a sewing machine and business training, and she was able to set up a tailoring business. She now has a booming business. This is all Shakuru needed to help her family out of poverty. She's been able to rent a workspace, hire a staff member. She's even bought land and is saving up to buy a house. She's enrolled her oldest child into school now. Joseph and his siblings are thriving.
We're here with Shakuru at her house. It's really cool to step into these stories and see, like first person, the impact it's making. So good. She's got so many good ideas. It's when you take away obstacles, people like Shakuru just continue to move forward further and further. So it's pretty inspiring.